This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
Hey there, Valerie Lauer with the iPhone app review here to talk to you about an app. This is a video review of WeatherCals, which is a great application that combines the best features of calendar applications and weather applications into one handy dandy app. So let's go ahead and get started. WeatherCals is the icon right here. Go ahead and tap on that for you. When you tap on the WeatherCals icon, what it does is it takes you to a list of about 100 markets that WeatherCals keeps tabs on here in the United States, where I am at least. And this is a list basically that tells you the names, as well as it has a little handy icon next to each of those locations that tells you what it's like right now in those places. For instance, it is cloudy right now in Austin, which if you were in Texas might be a good thing to know. Now there are a couple other things in the app that I'm going to show you. First of all, if you want to add one of these calendars to your existing calendar setup, you just go ahead and tap on it. So we're going to add the Atlanta calendar. It'll come up and show you that you have some subscription options. It'll also show you the next 7 days of events that they have created for weather in these areas. It's kind of neat. You can subscribe here, and I will. Go ahead and subscribe. Yes, we do want to subscribe. It tells you all about that. We'll go ahead and choose done. And then what you can also do is if you're traveling somewhere and you don't want to add the entire calendar to your plan, say you plan on going on Thursday to Atlanta, you do have an option just to send this one to your calendar from this screen as well. So very neat. Let's stay in this app and I'll show you what the tabs at the bottom do, and then we'll move on to the calendar. There's a couple other things here. There's a tab that has apps, which has existing other apps from the developer. We also have an area to submit feedback. As a reviewer, I'm a big fan of sharing your opinion about applications. That is really how they improve, so kudos to them for that. The tab here at the end is some information about the development team, which is very nice. And then this is my favorite. You can tell I've been in here kind of scrolling around. It's a fact tab. This basically covers anything you might have a concern about in the application, how it shows up, what it's looking like. You can go to the facts, do a search, find your answer. There's so much information here that I am a huge fan. So big points for that in my book, WeatherCals. So once you have everything set up, you've added your calendars. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. So this is the calendar area of your phone. If you're an iPhone user, you're probably very familiar with this. Let's go ahead and go to the calendars and say we want to show them all. Great. So in the future, here we should have our calendars all showing up. If I stop touching the wrong option, show all calendars, and then we go back. All right, good. So now each day, you see today is May 31st, has the Atlanta options and the existing Nashville ones that were already here on my phone from earlier today. So very nice. And now this is where the app actually shines. Say I plan on doing something this Saturday, which is June 4th, and I'm planning on going to Atlanta. Now this says that it'll be mostly clear in 97 in Atlanta. That's a hot summer day, folks, but it is the South. Now, when you tap on the event that's been added to your calendar, it's going to tell you all kinds of helpful information. It'll have 4 different times of day that it will tell you what the temperature is expected to be, what the wind shear is supposed to be like, what direction it's coming from, and if it's going to be clear, mostly clear, etc. There's also a min and max temperature for the day. If there's going to be any rain, it's going to tell you there about any precipitation. Thanks, folks, for hanging out on that one with me. But it'll be coming that day, as well as even the UV levels for the day. So if you need to put on some sunscreen, that's where you're going to get your information about it. So very, very cool. If you want to see a little bit more information, you can tap on Show All Notes. There's a link there to a website that actually provides this information. And it will have interactive maps and additional information you can see on site there. So really as thorough as you could possibly want this information to be in your calendar. It's most definitely there. And again, that gives you 7 days going forward. I kind of wish it was a little bit more, but weather's a tricky business, so I'm not too disappointed about that either. The last thing I want to show you about this app is just some information about managing it. The settings icon is going to be one that we're all familiar with here in iPhone, iPad, and iPod land. We're going to go under Mail, Contacts, and Calendar, just like we would for any other calendar. Under Subscribe Calendars, that's where the ones that again, if I can press the right button, the ones that we all have right now on the phone will show up. So Weather Nashville and Weather Atlanta. Say I'm not going to be going to Atlanta anymore. Let's go ahead and tap on that. We can go down here to the bottom and say delete account, or you can change your information and settings there as well if you want to. So real straightforward, easy to change settings. Everyone's familiar with that. So WeatherCals. Again, I am a big fan of this application. It's going to be great for business people that are traveling. It is a $1.99 in the iTunes market. So definitely not a budget breaker, and something that would be really useful for anyone that's traveling or anyone that is on the go. My iPhone app review for this, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely was a big fan of the facts section, the user interface, and of all the great icons and user interface information. That's it. This is a great app for travelers. Definitely go check it out if you're going to be heading out and about this summer to avoid any bad weather on your barbecue days. Again, this is Valerie Lauer with the iPhone app review. Till next time.